Nikola Jokic has always kept things simple. He does his job, plays like an MVP, and then heads home to his horses. He's never been one to get involved in front office decisions. But in July, something changed. Jokic made a request for a player, and surprisingly, he asked for Russell Westbrook. Even on media day, the Joker was still praising the 36-year-old guard.
Of course, we didn't have a good relationship on the court. We were fighting a lot and talking back and forth, but I know who he is a little bit outside of the court. So great teammate, vocal leadership, the guy who want to listen, the guy who want to follow in the gym. So I think he's a great player for us, and I think he's going to bring us all the good stuff.
After 9 wins and glimpses of the old danger are us, it's clear now why Nikola Jokic wanted Russell Westbrook. And Coach Malone probably summed it up best.
A guy like that, it just kind of turns the volume up. Spinal Tap to 11. It's great.
But how can Westbrook fill the gap left by someone like Caldwell Pope, who is Denver's top shooter? It makes you wonder, why does Russell Westbrook get so much hate? After all, this guy gave us one of the greatest basketball memes of all time.
Did you guys lose this game or did the Jazz win this one?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
The whole situation is pretty funny, which is probably why someone like Jokic would be interested. But seriously, it's surprising how much disrespect Russell Westbrook gets. This is a former MVP and the king of triple-doubles. The only player who could ever take that title from him is the current MVP. But then age caught up with him, his speed slowed down, his three-point shooting dropped below 30%, and teams struggled to adjust to his ball-dominant style. Critics were quick to call him washed up, unplayable, and out of sync with modern basketball. His time with the Lakers, where he became the scapegoat, seemed to prove those critics right. Even his brief resurgence with the Clippers didn't silence the doubts. Then came Jokic, pushing the Nuggets front office to sign Westbrook. Suddenly, Jokic's endorsement sparked a shift, and people started to believe in Westbrook again.
This might be a Jokic move?
It's not just that Westbrook wants to come to Denver. It's that Nikola Jokic, I'm told, wants him here.
Yeah.
And that gives me a little more belief.
For some reason, Jokic wanted Russ and truly believed Denver's system could help revive Westbrook's career. But the real question is, can it? Over the years, the Nuggets have relied heavily on 2 players, Jokic and Murray, with Caldwell Pope providing crucial three-point shooting, benefiting from the space Jokic creates. After trading Caldwell Pope, it became clear they needed someone to fill that role. In fact, after the loss to OKC, the team voiced frustration about the same issue.
Actually, we were not there. Neither team didn't shoot the ball really well.
Westbrook's shooting, however, has always been a concern. With a career three-point percentage of just 30.5%, he didn't seem like an ideal fit for a team that values shooting. And at 36, his athleticism has declined, so he can't dominate games the way he used to. Defenders often sag off him, daring him to shoot. Then there's his ball-dominant style, which many thought would clash with Denver's fluid, ball-sharing system. But surprisingly, that hasn't been an issue. What Westbrook lacks in shooting efficiency, he more than makes up for with leadership and relentless tenacity. He's a competitor who gives his all every game, a trait the Nuggets can definitely use.
That's every day, and that's what you admire and respect about it, Vic, because that's just how he's wired. And I love it, man. Those are the intangibles, and he pushes guys in front of him. He pushes his guys on his team, the team he's competing against.
Russ also brings pace and energy, and this has had a positive impact on the team. All things considered, it was hard to predict what Westbrook would bring to Denver. It really came down to whether he could minimize his weaknesses and play to his strengths. So far, the answer has been yes. Offensively, Westbrook has shown good chemistry with Jokic, averaging 18 points and 6 assists on 50% shooting when starting alongside him. As of this writing, the Nuggets are 3-0 when Westbrook dishes out 10 or more assists. Interestingly, his three-point shooting percentage has actually been higher than that of Klay Thompson, showing that he can find his rhythm and adapt his game to his age and the modern style of play. But where Westbrook has really stood out is on defense. He's made some clutch defensive plays that have been key for the team, proving he's still got a lot to offer in that area.
Clock is running. Pretty good defense. Long range three.
Despite everything, it's clear that Nikola Jokic has a unique ability to elevate everyone around him. He's made adjustments to help Westbrook thrive within Denver's system. Jokic's incredible court vision lets him read Westbrook's movements, setting him up for easy baskets and helping him find his rhythm. In turn, Westbrook has embraced a more team-first mindset, whether it's pushing the fast break or locking down on defense. Westbrook has bought into Jokic's unselfish style of basketball, but the question remains, will that be enough to turn things around for him in the league? This is a player whose career has been a roller coaster since his MVP season in 2017. After bouncing between 5 teams in 4 years and taking a hit to his reputation with the Lakers, many questioned if Westbrook still had anything left. Interestingly, NBA legend Oscar Robertson had predicted this and even warned Russ about it.
I said, I'm happy for you, but man, I said, they're going to turn on you.
Wow, you told him that.
Yeah, I said.
I remember seeing him in the locker room. When Russell walked in, he was in the locker room waiting on him. I seen that.
I said, they're going to turn on you because they're going to expect you to do this every night.
Yeah.
And even if you do it and you don't win, they're going to blame you.
Somehow, Jokic saw through all the noise. He recognized a player who still had the drive and skills to make a real impact at a high level. We saw this firsthand in Westbrook's revenge game against the Lakers, especially with that last play. Not only does Westbrook boost confidence, but he also creates space for Jokic, meaning Russ doesn't have to force tough shots and can take better, more open opportunities. But the real question is, can Westbrook help Denver go all the way and win another championship? His arrival hasn't just energized Denver's rotation, it's shown that he can still influence winning basketball, especially when paired with a selfless star like Jokic. And Russ knows this.
Yeah, I think it's honestly, I don't think it's a comparison. I think he's, as we all know, he sits in a kind of category of his own. He's so unique in the sense of he's so unselfish, and he loves to be able to make the game easy for his teammates, and he's done.
It's no coincidence that Westbrook's pace and court vision fit so well with Jokic's ability to break down defenses. Russ has excelled as a cutter and secondary playmaker, with Jokic rewarding his energy with pinpoint passes. This chemistry has been key to keeping the Nuggets' offensive efficiency high, even with injuries to key players like Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon. Westbrook's recent improvement in shooting and consistency can be credited to better shot selection and Jokic's ability to create wide-open opportunities. And when you add in his defensive resurgence, especially with plays like this, it's clear he's finding his role.
Stumbling. Westbrook, yes! With a save.
It's clear that Westbrook is still capable of making big plays on both ends of the court. However, the real test will come when Jamal Murray returns to the lineup. Westbrook will likely see a smaller role, primarily playing with the second unit. A big challenge will be maintaining his rhythm and impact in limited minutes, something he's struggled with in the past. Bringing Russell Westbrook to Denver wasn't just about basketball. It was about giving a misunderstood star a chance at redemption. Jokic has played a huge part in Westbrook's resurgence, and early results show this partnership was no accident. Jokic understood the risks and potential rewards. His reasoning was simple. Westbrook's pace, energy, and competitive fire could fill the gaps left by key departures like Bruce Brown and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That said, the Nuggets still need a shooter. When Murray returns, Westbrook's ability to stay in rhythm will be crucial. But if Westbrook continues to buy into the system, the Nuggets could have one of the league's most dynamic rotations. With Jokic's trust and Denver's winning culture, there's a real chance that Russ can thrive in his new role. For Westbrook, this season could be the one that rewrites his legacy, not just as a superstar, but as a player who adapted, evolved, and proved he still belongs at the highest level. So, what do you think? Can he do it? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of these next.